New Zealand is very much a priority for the HKTDC in Australia and New Zealand. And we're speaking with the director there, Bonnie Shek. And Bonnie, thanks very much indeed for joining us right now. So Bonnie, looking at the agreements that are likely to take place between, I think, New Zealand and China and New Zealand and Hong Kong, these things have already begun to move on. And I think it's both in general trade, that's merchandise trade, as well as in services as well, isn't it?
Yes, Martin. Back in 2008, the New Zealand government signed the free trade agreement with China. They're very happy with the agreement. And then in 2010, New Zealand government concluded the closer economic partnership with Hong Kong, and it came into full force on the 1st of January last year. This February, the New Zealand government launched the New Zealand Inc-China strategy. It is a very comprehensive strategy. There are 5 specific goals. Goal number 2 is to double the goods trade with China to 20 billion New Zealand dollars by 2015, which is only 3 years away. And also goal number 3 is to increase the service trade, education by 20%, tourism by at least 60%. And goal number 4 is to promote or grow the bilateral investments.
So really looking at the trade that there is going on, I mean, for example, you've got wine, haven't you? And that's increased something like 400%, some enormous figure between China and New Zealand under this free trade agreement.
Yes, that's right. The wine export from New Zealand to China grew from 3 million New Zealand dollars back in 2008 to 17 million last year. If my memory serves me right, is a growth of 456%. It's very impressive.
That's enormous. And of course, that has an effect on Hong Kong, doesn't it? Because Hong Kong is the center for developing that kind of trade.
Yes. Being the wine distribution and trading hub in Asia, Hong Kong is well positioned to take advantage of the wine trade growth. I think the wine imports into Hong Kong from New Zealand has also grown. May not be as high as 400%, but if my memory serves me right, it's quite impressive as well. I think 188% in the last couple of years.
And there are aren't there sort of exotic goods that New Zealand can actually provide for the China market?
Especially for food products. New Zealand is renowned for high quality food products. I don't know whether you're aware, there is a recent research being done that the sweet cherries grown in central Otago in New Zealand contains a certain hormone which is naturally found in human body, and that particular hormone help people to sleep better.
And would certainly appeal to, you think, Chinese mainland consumers?
Yes, I have to tell you. I mean, I have tried or eaten the New Zealand cherries. Not only that they are very big, the good size, very juicy, they really, I mean, being sort of bright red, and they look good as well.
Bonnie, I believe that you've been approached by the indigenous people of New Zealand, the Maoris, certain Maori groups, that may be interested in trading with the Chinese mainland, but through Hong Kong. How did that come about?
Well, the Maori are the indigenous people in New Zealand. They represent 15% of the population, the second largest ethnic group. Traditionally, they are in agricultural, forestry, fishery. Because they own land, they have got farms, produce meat and cheese products, so all types of different sort of food products. The interesting thing is the Maori, they see their culture more similar to the Chinese culture. They emphasize on heritage, family, relationship. So they now really sort of interested in connecting with China, wanting to establish both culture and business links with China.
So what are the sort of tangible results you see from a relationship like this, with the Maoris really looking to Hong Kong for specific trade relations with China?
First of all, we have to connect both the Maori business and the Hong Kong business to look for the collaboration opportunities and then seek for the business in China. We have already started it, like the organized conference that I spoke at, and we did a roadshow to promote Hong Kong to the Maori business community, inviting them to our trade fairs, offering our services. One of the particular Maori groups has expressed an interest to sign an MOU with TDC, but it will take time though. We can then extend it to explore further sort of opportunities, and I definitely I'm working towards increasing their presence at our trade fairs.
I was going to ask you about the ways in which you would see this relationship going forward, and that means you would see a lot more New Zealanders, a lot more Maoris as well, attending our trade shows.
I'm definitely working towards that.